Friends, I have shared my screen. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So today we'll perform practical number 6 to study load test on three-phase induction motor. So your fifth unit of syllabus is three-phase induction motor and single-phase induction motor. In that, we'll see what is induction motor and then what are the performance parameters, what are the different load tests performed on this. So there are two tests, one is no load test and another is blocked rotor test. So these are, you have to perform these tests in order to find the parameters of this three-phase induction motor. So your practical is related to that. Prior to that, we have completed the fifth practical on DC motor, speed control of DC motor in previous practical term. So have you performed that practical? That is one question. And another question, I have floated one video of DC motor, which is explaining the construction, principle of working, different types, and what are the applications of that DC motor. So that is the brief review of your unit number 4. And in that, related to that, we have performed the practical in last time. So I hope you have performed that practical, you have understood the practical, and after going through this video, your ideas of DC motor will be clear to you. Now, in three-phase induction motor, I am planning to prepare another video for three-phase induction motor so that its principle of operation and everything will be clear to you. Okay. So, but that is apart. So today you have to perform load test on three-phase induction motor. So I have given you the site virtual lab link from VLabs. So this IIT Guwahati. So from IIT Guwahati, both these practicals we have taken. So load test on three-phase induction motor. These are the links. So if you will put this on your browser, you will be able to get the particular VLab link. Okay, so we'll see that after this. So first, these are the links. This is link 1, link number 1 to perform the no load test. And this is the test setup which I have created, I have tested, and I have got the readings also. And this is the setup for blocked rotor test. And this is the ID for that. So you can put this particular ID in your browser window, and you will get that particular link. So let us go for this no load test. So I will directly share my screen, change my screen. So I'll stop sharing this screen, and now I'll share the this. Yes. Now is it visible to you? Yes. IIT Guwahati screen? Yes. Avi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us start. It is from IIT Guwahati. You can observe there. This is the home screen, and this is we are performing no load test. So what is the objective of this? If you will press this introduction, you will get this objective. So the test is performed to determine no load current I0, no load power factor cos of phi 0, windage and frictional losses, no node core losses, no node input and no node resistance R0 and reactance X0. This test is performed with different values of applied voltage below and above rated voltage while the motor is running light, that is without load. So we are not applying any load to the motor and we are running the running the motor, and we are running it at the rated value. So for this particular website of IIT Guwahati, the rated values of these voltages and currents and speed, so those are already given, and I have already shown you on the PPT also. That is, for no node and block rotor test, it requires knowledge about the rated voltage, and the rated voltage for this particular IIT Guwahati site, it is 127 volts. Okay. So with this information, let us start how to perform this. So the procedure will go first. So these are the steps for connection. Select the cable of color. So in previous practical, there was no need to select the color for that particular cable. But here in this IIT Guwahati site, you have got a freedom to select the color for particular cable. So you can select various colors for the cable. So you can select the color cable as red and then connect L1 to CC and all. So you make all these connections which are mentioned here, and then you have to perform the experiment. So for performing that experiment, let us have a look on this particular link. So a video link is shared to you.
The cable color button red. Connect L1 with CC of the wattmeter on the left side. Connect common point of wattmeter with U1. Select the cable color green. Connect PC with V1. Connect L2 with V1. Select the cable color blue. Connect L3 with CC of the wattmeter on the right side. Connect the common point of the wattmeter with W1. Select the cable color green. Connect PC with Q1. Select the cable color black. Connect ammeter between U2 and V2. Short V2 and W2. Select the cable color green. Connect L2 with one terminal of the voltmeter. Select the cable color blue. Other terminal of the voltmeter. Click the check button, and if the connection is correct, click OK. If the connection is wrong, follow the error message displayed and correct the connection. Select one switch on the left hand side of the panel. Switch on the MCB and click the start button. Switch on the second MCB. Click D on the three-way switch to select the variable voltage. Select one on the next two-way switch. Select voltage with the voltage regulator knob. Note the readings of voltmeter, ammeter and wattmeter.
Okay. So this was the procedure. So how to make connections, that video is also there. So you can go through this video, or you can read these connections which are shown here, and then you can move for the experiment. So if you will go to experiment, this sort of window will be appearing, and now you have got the cable colors. You can select the cable color by clicking to this particular point, and then you can make the necessary connections. So I have already made connections here. So after making connections, you have to check first whether this particular this connections which you have made, whether they are correct or not. So you have to press this check connection. If the connections are proper, then it will indicate the message that yes, it is star connections, and then you have to turn this switch on, then press this, or this MCB you have to turn on, then press this start button, then again switch on this second MCB. So first this switch, then this MCB, then this start button, this MCB, then you have to keep this knob at B position and this knob at 1 position. And now you can vary this particular knob of voltage variation. So by varying this, you can get various voltmeter readings. These voltmeter readings, you can observe it here. So now, since I have interrupted, it has gone. So you can keep this knob at various positions, and if you will keep it at 100, then you will get all the rated readings. So the rated voltage reading, you will be able to observe it here as 127. At that particular time, what is the ammeter reading? You will be getting it here. Then wattmeter 1 reading, you will be getting it here. And wattmeter 2 reading, you will be getting it here. So you have to note all these wattmeter and voltmeter readings, and then at the end you have to perform certain calculations. So what calculations you have to perform, that again I'll come to our PPT, PowerPoint. Yes. So now we have finished up with no load test of this 3-phase induction motor. So after performing this test, we have taken the readings, various readings by varying this particular knob of voltage. You will get various readings of voltage, and for this various readings of voltage or voltmeter, you will note all the readings of ammeter, wattmeter 1 and wattmeter 2. Okay. So from experiment, I have taken those readings of current I0, voltage V0 for the extreme condition of rated voltage. At rated voltage is 127 volt. So for this particular value of rated voltage, 127 volt, the current value which I have got on the ammeter, it was 1.406 ampere. Wattmeter 1 reading was 0.133 watt, and wattmeter 2 reading was 0.270 watt. So with these 4 readings, I am calculating these parameters. So what parameters I will be calculating from this? No load power factor. So no load power factor, it is given by cos of phi 0, where cos of phi 0 you can calculate it from equal to W0 divided by √3 V0 I0. What is W0? W0 is sum of these two wattmeter readings. So W1 plus W2 will be W0. So 0.133 plus 0.270. So it will be something 3 0.01, so it will be 0.403 watt here, W0. Then root 3, V0 and I0 readings are there. V0 is 127, I0 is 1.406 ampere. So you substitute the values over here, take cos inverse of this, you will get the value of 50. So no load power factor if you want, cos of 50, you have got this. If you want what is the value of 50, then you take cos inverse of this, you will get value of 50. Then IW. So if you want to calculate this IW, it is given as I0 cos of 50. Cos of 50 value you have already calculated from this first no load power factor, and I0 is this 1.406. So from this you can get the values like this. Now after this, you working component of current IM. IM is equal to I0 sine of 50. So I0 sine of 50 you can calculate from this, that is cos inverse of this particular quantity, that will be 50. Take sine of that, so sine of 50 you will be able to calculate, multiply by this I0. So you will be able to calculate this working component of current IM. Now no load resistance R0 if you want to calculate, it is equal to V0 upon IW. IW you have calculated from this, and the no load reactance X0 is equal to V0 upon IM. IM is the working component of current which you have calculated from this. Okay. So for this particular thing, let us calculate all the values. So I have calculated. So these are the values of I0, V0, W1, W2. So W0 I have calculated it as W1 plus W2 as 0.403 watt. Cos of 50 I have calculated it as 0.0013. Therefore 50 is 89.9 degree. IW I have calculated it as 0.001 ampere. And IM working component of current I have calculated it as 0.81 ampere. And R0 is 127 kilo ohm, and X0 as 156.79 ohms. Excuse me. हाँ बोराटे काय रे बा? हाँ. बरं. बघ आता तुला जसं जमेल तसं, नाहीतर तू व्हिडिओ बघ नंतर. हा? कोण थांब ना तू, थांब थोडा. Okay, so after this let us perform the block rotor test. So block rotor test, I'll stop sharing this screen. Yes, so this was for no load test. Then for blocked rotor test, again same thing. Block rotor test, it is also from IIT Guwahati. So if we put this introduction, if I press this introduction, I get this introduction. So what is the objective of this? This test is performed to determine the short circuit current ISC with normal applied voltage to stator, power factor on short circuit, total equivalent resistance and reactance of the motor as referred to stator. The locked rotor test is done by mechanically holding the motor shaft from turning and applying the reduced voltage on the stator. So in this experiment, as its name indicate, blocked rotor test. So you have to block the rotor. So shaft, you have to either keep it at a fixed value, so that you can do by certain mechanical arrangement, and then you have to vary the voltage and take the readings of power. So this procedure, so you have to align the mechanical load with the shaft and tighten it with the help of the range, so that your shaft will be pulled. That is, your rotor will be blocked. And with blocked rotor, you are applying the supply to the stator windings. So these connections, you can see, you can go through this and you can do the connections. Now I'll play this video.
Align the mechanical load with the shaft.
So is it visible? Avi? Avi, screen is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll play it.
Align the mechanical load with the shaft and use wrench to tighten the screw. Now rotate the wrench clockwise until the screw is tight. It's tight. Do you want to remove wrench? Yes. Select the cable color red. Connect L1 with CC of the voltmeter on the left side. Connect common point of wattmeter with U1. Select the cable color green. Connect DC potential with V1. Connect L2 with V1. Select the cable color blue. Connect L3 with CC of the wattmeter on the right side. Connect the common point of the wattmeter with W1. Select the cable color green. Connect PCA with V1. Select the cable color green. Connect L2 with one terminal of the voltmeter. Select the cable color blue. Connect L3 with the other terminal of the voltmeter. Select the cable color black. Connect ammeter between U2 and V2. Sort V2 and W2. Click the same button if the connection is correct. Click OK. If the connection is wrong, follow the error message displayed and correct the connection. Select one on the two-way switch on the left-hand side of the panel. Switch on the MCB and click the start button. Switch on the second MCB. Click B on the three-way switch to select a variable voltage. Select 1 on the next two-way switch. Select voltage with the voltage regulator knob. Note the readings of voltmeter, ammeter and wattmeter.
Okay, fine. So
Hello students.
I'll
Now
stop
we are going
sharing.
to conduct an experiment on three-phase induction motor, that is determine
Yes. So we have taken readings from that. So from no load test also, you can take readings, various readings of rated voltage, at rated voltage and below rated voltage. So you can vary that particular knob, which is here. So this particular knob you can vary, and so after making the connections, this is the block rotor test. So after making connections, you have to click this check connection. If your connections are okay, then it will rate you, yes, it is star connection you have made. So that means all the connections are good. So you can turn on the switch. So now after that, you can switch on this switch number 1. Then this MCB you have to turn on. Then press this start and press this MCB 2 on. Then keep this knob at position B so that you can get variable voltage. Press this next knob to one position and vary the voltage with this particular knob. If you will from 0% to 100%, you can vary the voltage. If you will keep your knob at 100%, you will get the rated voltage at the reading of voltmeter. And rated voltage you can see in this figure also. It is 127 volt it is showing. Okay. Now you can check the ammeter reading. What is that? Wattmeter 1 reading, and you can note wattmeter 2 reading. So all these readings you can note, and you can plot various graphs also, and we are interested in calculating these parameters. So from this experiment which we have performed, we have got the current value ISC as 30.23, voltage at rated voltage VSC 127 volt, wattmeter 1 reading and wattmeter 2 reading. So these you can also see on this experiment which I have performed. In that also you are able to see the readings. I have catched the graph figure 127 volt, then 30.23 ampere, 6.55 minus 6.55 wattmeter reading 1, and minus 5.99 as wattmeter 2 readings. So these readings are also here. So with these readings, now you can calculate the following values. So ZSC you can calculate by taking the ratio of VSC and ISC by √3. So VSC and ISC are these 127 and 30.23. Substitute the values, you will get this value of ZSC. Then value of RSC, you can calculate it from ZSC cos of phi SC, or this RSC is equal to WSC divided by ISC square. So these readings you can take and find out value of RSC, cos of phi SC, then XSC you can calculate, R2 you can calculate, X2 you can calculate, and R1 you can calculate. So all these parameter values you can calculate using block rotor test. So you can perform these two tests, no load test and block rotor test, on three-phase induction motor to calculate these parameters. Okay, so this is one site, IIT Guwahati site. You can go through these two links and you can perform the practicals. One more link is there for performing these two practicals, which is COEP, College of Engineering Pune link. So this is COEP link of virtual labs. So you can go through this also and perform the same experiment of block rotor test and no load test on three-phase induction motor. So this is the circuit, this is the link. You can go to that link and you can perform this experiment and you can plot the graph, because in IIT Guwahati site, in that site there is no link for noting down the reading and plotting the graph. But on COEP website, you can see here, you can note down the readings of various voltages, and for that corresponding various voltages, you can read, you can take the readings of current meter, wattmeter 1, wattmeter 2, speed also you can observe, that readings also you will get, and then total copper loss, rotor angle and input power. You will be able to calculate it directly on that table, and from this you can plot various graphs. So these graphs you can be able to plot on this particular site. So this is for another experiment, block rotor and no load test. So this is for no load test and this is for block rotor test. Okay, so you can perform both the practicals, it is only one practical, 3-phase induction motor, but you will perform 2 tests on that. Load test, one is no load test and another is block rotor test. Okay, so I hope I have finished off with the practical. So if you have got any difficulty, you can ask. I will stop recording first.